What's up, family? Welcome to another episode of Conscious Culture. This is the one place where we're going to keep it 100 because we're family. We're going to talk about trending topics, and we're going to make sure we stay connected to our true inner selves. Now, before the panelists come on, we got to take care of some house rules, all right? Smash the like button, share. If you haven't already, subscribe. And most of all, comment. We want you to be included in the conversation. In less than 30 seconds, I'm coming back with my co-host, and we're going to start today's show. Welcome to episode 12 of Conscious Culture. Now, we have not done this show in so long because I've been doing abuse series and battling battles and doing wars and whatnot, but we're going back to our regular scheduled programming. On the second and fourth Wednesday, we do a thing called Conscious Culture where members of the Safe Space Private Community come on with me and we talk all things culture from a conscious perspective. So do me a favor and like, share, subscribe, and comment. Enjoy. I want you to comment. We got a lot of things to talk about today. We're going to be talking about, now listen, Diddy got some stuff going on that's mighty interesting. And we have a moral question that we're presenting to you today about Diddy and the Diddyettes. Yikes. And then after that, we're going to talk about addictions. Are you currently battling an addiction, or have you battled an addiction? And what are you doing about it, or what have you done about it? Yikes. And then number 3, we're talking about all things Wendy Williams. And then we're going to wrap it up and go home. It should not be a long show today, unless we do our thing. All right. So before we get started, Evangela, you are in the hot seat. Introduce yourself and tell us who you are.
Hello, all. I am Evangela, aka Vanjie. I am B. Terrell Hill's older sister. And that's who I am.
Okay. All right. Thomas, talk to us. Who are you, man?
My name is Thomas Bristow. I am Vincent's longtime childhood friend, and that's who I am.
Wow! So
y'all, I knew you as a kid too.
Yes, Vanjie too. Yes, yes.
Right.
We all go way back.
Interesting enough, this was not planned because this is last minute for some drama behind the scenes. So we pulled Vanjie on 7 minutes ago. Hey, Kashai, how you doing? 7 minutes ago. But the reality is all of us were raised together. So this should be fun. This should be or crazy. All right. Now, let's go over how the show starts. We're going to give the rules of the show. Then we'll run a commercial. And then when we come back, we're getting straight into it. Number 1, we do question of the day. I normally do 3 outrageous options for question of the day, but today I'm going to align it to what's going on with Diddy. And then number 2, again, addiction. And then number 3, Wendy Williams. But how it works is we put a 10-minute clock up. We have to complete each segment within 10 minutes or a very obnoxious bell is going to ring and disturb everybody, and Thomas hates it, all right?
Okay.
So that is the rules of the show. I want you guys to get settled. Be ready to laugh, comment, share, and we will be right back after these, this quick 60-second commercial. I would love for you to join our email community. In the description box of this video is a link. You click it, put your name and email address in the information, press submit, and you are going to be a part of our email community. But guess what? You got to check your spam box because there's a double opt-in. So you got to confirm that you truly meant to sign up. Would you like to be notified every time we go live? There's a simple way to do that. Join our free text club. All you got to do is text V. Terrell Hill to this number, 833-458-3658. You just text it. Text V. Terrell Hill to 833-458-3658. 458-3658. All right, this is the last announcement, and then we're going back to the content. I am gifted to help people become their best self, and I want to offer you a free consultation. There has never been one person that has had a free consultation with me that did not leave better than when they came, all right? All of that information I just went over is in the description box connected to this video. All right, let's get back to the content. All right, welcome to episode 12 of Conscious Culture. Now you're thinking, episode 12, what are you guys talking about? Well, we have this show where members of the Safe Space Private community come on stage with me and we talk about all things culture from a consciousness perspective. So it's not a whole bunch of heavy guys. Hey, Nikki baby, how you doing today? It's not about a whole bunch of gossip. Hey, Omicia, how are you? How are you today? Beautiful. I hope you're well. So let's get into it. All right. Now, Vanjie, the one on top is always in the hot seat. So you're going to have to be ready to rock and roll. All right. Let's get into it. Question of the day. How long is too long? Now, you know what? I always do this. Hold on. I got to read it from ChatGPT because I always like soup it up a little bit, but my thoughts are better. All right, here it is. My question is, court documents have been released stating P. Diddy has had sexual relationships with 2 people. A Philadelphia rapper who used to date Nicki Minaj. Number 2, this other person has performed at the Super Bowl and has had a successful Vegas residency. All right. Now, let's just call a spade before I keep on reading. I think common sense would tell us that one person is probably Meek Mill and the other person is probably Usher. Okay. Are we tracking? Everybody's tracking with me, okay? Let me keep on reading. My question is, how long is too long to wait to come forward before people stop seeing you as a victim and start seeing you as someone who is harboring an abuser? Specifically, it's alleged Usher was groomed. Do you all think if he waits until the courts smear his name all over this pending case, people won't want to hear his real story? So that's the Usher piece. So let's start with Usher first. And then once everybody answers, we'll go back to Meek Mill. All right, the clock starts now. Vanjie, you're in the hot seat. What do you think?
Well, to answer the question, I think it doesn't matter how long it is. It can be now to 100 years. If you decide to speak your truth, you can speak your truth. Do I think Usher will speak his truth? No, because if Usher speaks his truth, then you gotta think about what's that boy name? Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Because Usher was part of Justin Bieber coming in. So I don't know if Usher would speak his whole truth. Do I think there's some truth to the Usher part? I mean, I don't know. According to Kiki Mama, Usher gay, but so I don't know. I would. Oh Lord, all my earrings falling off.
The blood of Jesus, what in the world going on? What kind of deep dark witchcraft you got going over there?
I don't know. But I think even if they drug his name through the mud, I don't think not where Usher is, where he is right now. I don't think he would ever actually say yes, it's true. I think he has too much to lose, and then it may cause some other things to come to light that he may not want to come to light.
Gotcha.
That's my personal opinion.
Gotcha. All right, Thomas, what you got?
I agree with Vanjie that it's never too late to speak up and speak out. I saw earlier reports. Usher was on the Howard Stern show, and Howard was asking questions about his relationship with Diddy.
Right.
And I remember Usher speaking about these parties that Diddy would have, and and Howard said, would you feel safe with your boys around
no.
Diddy? He was like, hell no.
Right.
So I feel that there is some truth to this allegation. However, I think I agree with Vanjie that I don't think Usher's going to speak up.
Okay. Now, and what's interesting is, on my opinion, I think it's tough because you have on one hand, you have to process what happened to you if it happened to him. On the other hand, you have this responsibility to out somebody, and you got to weigh the balances. And because we live in sort of a sensationalized culture, people want to know the tea. They don't want to know nothing about, no, I had to process, I've been going to therapy. You know, that's one thing. Another thing, and I don't want this to be the case. I honestly don't want this to be the case. Another thing is, a lot of times when you've been abused, you end up being an abuser. So that keeps people from speaking out about their abuser because they might have some abuse on their trail. And so now it's a cycle and cycle of abuse over and over again. So it could not be that Usher is trying to maintain some kind of male gravitas or trying to keep quiet or trying to keep the drama down. It might be that his hands are dirty. Right. But my question is to you guys, I don't know if you
see Usher as an abuser?
No. I know who I am not. I'm a fan of Usher. I'm just talking in general on the reasons why somebody might not would speak out. That's what I'm saying.
Like Christian Keys. Hello, somebody.
I ain't studying no Christian Keys. He can go.
Oh, he gets on my nerve. Oh, I'm so mad at him.
Shai says you can't put a time limit on being a victim and coming out. I agree. Now that I agree, and I don't think people. It's hard to process essay. Absolutely, but I don't think people realize that. And I don't think, honestly speaking, and then we got 6 minutes left, so we can talk about it a little bit. Honestly speaking, I don't think the general public is going to be kind to him if he's outed by the courts versus him speaking out on his own. You know what I'm saying? So like you get outed by the courts and then you come out and say, hey, it's true, but let me tell you my story. I've been groomed. I don't think the general public is going to be kind to him. What do y'all think?
The general public is not going to be kind. You're going to have, as the internet is always, you're going to have this half that's like on his side, this half that's not on his side, no matter how it comes out. If he speaks out about it, if it comes out in court, and then you're going to have people throwing out, well, that's why this and that's why that, and just saying stuff that they don't have no idea what they're actually talking about. And then you got the one following behind them just because they said it, and they running and telling it, and then somebody we could have did without the internet. But so anyway,
we did.
Who was the person who's suing P. Diddy?
All of this is closed. You know what? I actually have a what's the name here? I forgot. We got to talk about what's the name. So this is just documents, closed documents. So, and it's just he is a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. He performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas what's the name? And then it says the victim is basically, because I can't read that bottom part. The victim has videotapes, receipts.
They always say they have receipts, but they don't ever come out with the receipts. I'm so tired of that.
Well, but I don't know. But you got to think about, Thomas, this ain't just him going on somebody's show. These are court documents. So that means the lawyer that took this case on should have at least asked for this in discovery. Like, okay, you got it. Let's see it. So this is some old Cassie stuff here. This ain't no, I'm going on a tour to do interviews.
So is the emails and the burner phone and all the stuff that that was alleged that what's her name?
Cassie?
Cassie, yeah.
I mean, but that was gossip.
Released, huh?
That was gossip, though. Cassie didn't say there was burner phones and emails. That was the streets gossiping. And that's another thing, too. That's another thing, too. When you're talking about these sexual assault cases and stuff like that, you got to be able to differentiate between the gossip of the streets and the actual facts. Right. All right, let's jump to Meek Mill real quick. We got 3 minutes. Meek, y'all, is going off. Here's a couple of Meek's tweet. Here is this. What in the world? Hold on. Here's a couple of Meek's tweets. Y'all see these rappers with gay styles, they want that look. Leave that to them. I come from that gangster-s surviving in the jungle. When I got a girl around me, I'm effing her twice a day, LOL. Ask some of y'all favorites. Vagina don't control me, but it's like a high. One love to the gay people, but that juicy pee, do it for me. I done ran red lights to get that feeling. Eliminate anything toxic in the black culture immediately. Now, come on, Meek. Which one is it?
You doing too much.
Every black blog site enhanced that post to make me seem gay. I changed laws for our people. I donate millions. They are designed to destroy the image of black leaders. It can't work with me, though. You got to really kill me, and I still will get bigger after death. This God, not me. Next, I'm exposed who's behind trying to kill the black image of the most influential artist. Let me give you my opinion real quick. Guilty.
He talking a lot.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's doing too much.
Going.
You doing too much. It's like you're trying to hide something, or
yeah. I think that Meek, I'm not trying to say you guilty, but your fingers are screaming guilty. You done said everything. You didn't say everything but what you needed to say. Let's see. Jonathan Ford says, no, this one has receipts. It's included in the court documents, pictures and videos. Yeah. This ain't just the accuser's name is Rodney Jones.
So who is Rodney?
And I know who Rodney Jones.
And how did okay, if Rodney is the one that's suing, how did Meek and Usher get in the mix?
Right.
Because he's basically saying that I have, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, he's basically saying I have the video evidence that Diddy is da.
But does he have video evidence that Diddy with Meek Mill and Usher?
Yes.
Right.
That's what I'm understanding.
Oh.
He can't go telling other people's truths.
Right.
He can't go out there dating.
No.
They didn't ask nobody to put their business out there. This not him.
Exactly.
There are sometimes you have to expose the whole. There are sometimes you have to expose the whole to take one person down, and I stand on that.
I don't know yet.
All right, commercial. Y'all ain't about to do me today. I bind the devil. Hold on. And for those of y'all that are new to the show, when my panel get out of order, I play that music. All right, what are people saying in the comments, because we can't get stuck here?
He said Ronnie lived with Diddy. Diddy told Ronnie about the other artists.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh gosh.
Now, were the other artists of age or were they underage?
Well, see, okay, that's why I put the majority of the emphasis on Usher, because
Usher was a teenager when he moved.
Yeah.
From, I think he was living in Tennessee or Georgia, and he moved in with Diddy.
That's all right. Hold on. Okay. Hold on, because first of all, y'all shook me up a little bit. It was coming from my neck, and y'all didn't even know it. So let me gather myself. Scratching my wig.
Your situation was different. Your situation was different.
Thank you. Oh, not the call is coming from inside. Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Conscious Culture. What we're doing right now is what we do every single second and fourth Wednesday of the month. And it's also what we do inside of this private community of Safe Space. No one is safe in Safe Space when it comes to the strays that come in the chat, because we're very honest. We're upfront with each other, but we love each other deeply. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going to get serious a little bit before we talk about Wendy Williams and talk about addictions, all right? Again, this is Conscious Culture, where members of the private community come on stage with me, and we talk about the culture from a conscious situation. And it's episode 12. This is not a new show. We've been doing this 12 episodes in. When we come back, again, we're talking about how to break addictions. We'll take another break and go to Wendy Williams. All right, let's roll that commercial, BB. I would love for you to join our email community. In the description box of this video is a link. You click it, put your name and email address in the information, press submit, and you are going to be a part of our email community. But guess what? You got to check your spam box, because there's a double opt-in. So you got to confirm that you truly meant to sign up. Would you like to be notified every time we go live? There's a simple way to do that. Join our free text club. All you got to do is text V Terrell Hill to this number, 833-458-3658. You just text it. Text V Terrell Hill to 888-458-3658. All right, this is the last announcement, and then we're going back to the content. I am gifted to help people become their best self, and I want to offer you a free consultation. There has never been one person that has had a free consultation with me that did not leave better than when they came, all right? All of that information I just went over is in the description box connected to this video. All right, let's get back to the content. All right, welcome to episode 12 of Conscious Culture. I have my esteemed guests with me today, members of the Safe Space community, Evangela Marie Hill. Excuse me, Evangela Marie.
No. You said it right the first time.
Oh, excuse me, Evangela Marie Hill, and then my good friend Thomas Bristow. They are members of the Safe Space private community. My sister is Evangela, and it's like my brother Thomas, and all of us, odd enough, not done on purpose, but we're literally raised together in Germany. So this is a bit nostalgic in and of itself. Erica, you should have made it on. It would have been great. All right, if those of you guys are just coming on, this is Conscious Culture, which we're 12 episodes in. Every second and fourth Wednesday of the month, we bring on members of the private community and we talk. Let's get a little bit, I know, Erica. Oh, I know. All right, let's get a little bit serious, and then we're going to talk about Wendy Williams. All right, addictions, okay? In this segment, we're going to tackle the challenging topic of addiction, all right? Have you struggled with addiction? Or are you struggling with addiction? If you have struggled, how did you overcome? If you are struggling, are you overcoming? All right. Now, secondly, our panelists are going to share their experiences and insights with that. And I want you to leave comments in the comments section. Evangela, you are in the hot seat. What are you addicted to, or what have you been addicted to, and are you working on it?
I ain't working on nothing, but I used to be I was a borderline alcoholic.
Okay.
And I always say the twins saved me, because when I got pregnant with the twins, I stopped drinking. And when I say borderline alcoholic, I had got to the point of where I had to get a buzz, I had to mix white liquor and dark liquor to get a buzz. This is part growing up. I started drinking when I was 12. Let's just put that out there.
Jesus Christ. Who are your parents?
Oh.
Go ahead. I remember this. I remember this story.
But
oh gosh,
it's interesting because I still drink now. Kristen can attest to that. That if I'm on vacation, you better believe I'm drinking.
Yeah.
But the twins actually, I say, always save me. Now, some people won't call this an addiction, but I used to smoke. I've stopped. I started back. I've stopped. I started back. So I guess it is technically an addiction, because if something happens, then here I am like, oh Lord, I need a cigarette so bad. Yep. And then one addiction people don't talk about that I know I am addicted to food. If I get stressed, I want something.
Oh, amen.
Speaking of truth.
Listen, I could have $12 to my name and got 100 bills to pay, but if I am stressed, I'm telling you now, I'm finna take that $12 and figure out how to get me something to eat. And it is normally not something to eat at the house. I need to
gotta go buy it. Right. Right.
As I said, I'm not working on any of that, but that's neither here nor there. But with that being said, I won't take up the whole time. That is one reason why I don't do drugs, because I know my personality, and it can be an addiction, and that's one thing I can't afford to go down that road.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just be honest. This is safe space. This is what I used to be addicted to sex.
Oh, really?
I used to be addicted to sex.
And how did you break that?
I got old. I'm gonna just be real. I got old.
Okay.
I got tired.
She can't put her leg up no more.
That's what I was wondering. Are you old or
you on the side? You gotta do on the side. On the side.
I got to go to sleep. What are you talking about? Because it's one thing for you turning old. It's another thing when it gets old, and it's two different things.
It's two different things. Well, they actually, for me, they kind of one, it got old, and then even when I put my whole face in the closet, I'm just too old to bring it back out. I don't have the energy.
Right. You know, but it's funny because I'm gonna, and I'll shoot to you, Thomas. Some addictions phase out. Yes. If you get lucky to get through it, you phase out. Thomas, what you got, man?
Ooh, Vanjie. I wasn't gonna be honest, you know what I'm saying? But you was just totally honest, so I just gotta tell all my business. Addiction. Addiction is anything that takes control of your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it could be food, it could be cigarettes, it could be drugs, it could be sex, whatever it is. If it takes over your life, then you have an addiction. There is a disease there, and I would say I'm addicted to smoking cigarettes. I'm addicted to porn.
Okay.
Am I doing anything about it? I'm praying every day. I'm praying every day. It has become like a security blanket for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's not because I know it's bad for me, you know what I'm saying? But for me, porn and smoking cigarettes, it's a security blanket. I feel protected. I feel safe.
So you've basically embraced your addiction then.
Oh, I don't like to say it like that, bitch. But okay, yeah. I guess I have.
No, that's fair. And this is safe space. Before I speak, H.L. Logan Jr. says, I'm addicted to sex and masturbation. I'm actually pissed that Diddy didn't invite me to any of the free calls.
Oh my God.
That's what I was laughing at, Thomas, when you was talking.
All right, he's being truthful. He's just being honest. Hey, I'm not mad at him.
First of all, H.L. Logan, I appreciate that because that's how we get down inside a safe space for real in the private community.
Yes.
So thank you for being honest. Now y'all gonna make me be honest. I'm tired of being honest. I was gonna just go low, just lay low in the bushes with this.
No.
I don't have an addictive personality. Not unfortunately, but what am I saying? I don't have an addictive personality. Excuse me. I'm addicted to work. I am addicted to work.
Anything that takes control of your life is an addiction. I don't care.
This is why I'm addicted today. I wasn't ready to be so truthful. Hey, Erica, God was looking out for you, right? I'm addicted to work now. Let me tell you, there are certain things I use for comfort, but work supersedes that. Masturbation is one of them. I used to be on the cigarette strong. Benji, did you know I was smoking cigarettes?
No, you don't seem like you smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, I was on the cigarette strong 2022. I was but I was Marlboros. I don't like them Newports. I want to get on Marlboro. And I just recently stopped officially like June 2023. I stopped because one of the guys I was mentoring was like, Mr. Finch, you got to stop too. All right, fine, whatever. But when I first started going live on YouTube, I had so much anxiety. I would just smoke. I was chain smoke. Matter of fact, the time is when you visited in 2023 May, we was on the balcony smoking together. So cigarettes was a thing for me. But let me tell you, work.
Oh, cake. Yeah, cake.
Work got a hold on. Jonathan Ford.
Chocolate cake.
Hold on. What about that? Okay. All right. Yeah. So y'all just gonna call me out. I have a game for chocolate cake. Okay. It's an addiction, if you will. Like, but my top addiction is work. When I just took a nap yesterday, I've been working like an addict for the last 3 weeks. And yesterday was my first time I came down. And I think Thomas was telling me inside of the private community, VH, you need to rest. And I'm like, no. I don't need to rest. I need to come down slowly like a true addict. So though I could name some of the more salacious things, if I'm going to be really honest, I find comfort in work. I'm a Gemini moon. I'm a Virgo moon anyway. So that's a thing. I love to work and I will work 20. When I can't sleep, you know what I do? I get up and work. What's up, Veggie?
So I have a question, Thomas, on the because I used to be. I didn't even think about that. I used to be addicted to masturbating. Like I don't want to sleep until I masturbated.
Yeah.
So I used to feel guilty afterwards.
I still do.
So like, and I think I had to work with that. Like I had to let that go because I hit my little vape pen, but I don't feel guilty when I drink. But the porn and the masturbate, I used to feel guilty about. I don't know if it was how much we used to be raised, don't, which is why I felt guilty about it.
Oh, you talking good.
But I was gonna ask you, do you feel guilty? But you said, yeah, you still.
I do. I
feel. Go ahead. Finish.
Even though I'm not hurting nobody, I'm just releasing. Releasing. You know what I'm saying? All my troubles away. You know what I mean? And I guess in my mind, I try to rationalize it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I try to there's some nights where I say, okay, Thomas, you're not gonna watch porn tonight. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna go to bed. You have gone to bed without watching porn because I felt like Vanjie. You know what I'm saying? I have to masturbate or I have to watch porn to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, Mom here.
You done said it 3 times.
And your messy producers keep on putting it up. Y'all so goddamn messy. These producers are messy.
Mom here is hearing us. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
We got 17 seconds. I got a quick question for you, Thomas. Do you feel the same amount of guilt for cigarettes that you do porn and masturbation?
Oh no.
That's what I'm talking about. I think it comes from our upbringing. That's why we're doing the series Sexuality and Spirituality, because we got to be free.
We don't need that.
God almighty. Y'all, this was good. All right. If you want to know what it's in, how the inside of the private community is, you just got to peek, because we get into. There are very few people that live their lives honest where they can just talk about what we're talking about right now. And let me do this 5 minutes, Rock, because I need to get into this real quick. No, 3 minutes. 3 minutes, guys. Hold on, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing.
Can't tell time.
Oh, it's delayed. That's what it is. Okay, here we go. And that's not what I wanted. The devil's so busy right now.
Just make the clock disappear. We're having a conversation.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
No, we're not going to go long. What I wanted to get into was with all of us are church kids, and I can see now this is about to be my friend. Oh yes, H.L. Logan. We get that every second and fourth Wednesday, friend. All of us are church kids, and if I go out drinking, when we have sibling convocation with my sibling, we drink and take edibles and have a good time. And we drink the times and party, the times get better. And Vanjie is outside playing security guard and ushering people into the club. And she's like, real story. I don't think twice about it. If I'm playing spades and we cutting up and I don't think twice about it. But then when it comes to masturbation, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't do it. I don't know if I should do it or not. I really think a lot of us are bound, even though we're free, are bound sexually, wherein when it comes to something as simple as masturbation, we feel guilty. But everything else in our lives, we don't think twice about, like cigarettes. Masturbation won't give you cancer, but cigarettes can.
Right. Cigarettes can kill you.
Alcohol will give you a cirrhosis of the liver. We don't think twice about it. Something that will not harm our physical body, we feel bad about. And that is the reason why the producer and I made up our mind. We're going to we started this series about spirituality and sexuality, because we got to set people free sexually. That's all I want to say. All right, y'all got 1 minute and 45 seconds to pontificate on that subject.
I mean, I agree with you, because like you said, whether it's, we out drinking, having fun, good old time, on the people table, whatever it is we doing.
Tell your story.
Keep keying, but it's something about the sexual part of it. Mm-hmm. I really do feel like it's part of the upbringing, part of of us being told no. Mm-hmm. That kind of makes us feel guilty afterwards. And of course, just like anything else that you may be addicted to, whether you feel guilty or not, you're like, oh, well, you'll let it pass and then you go do it again. But Yeah.
Thomas, you got 57 seconds. What you got?
When you think about masturbation or watching porn, you know what I'm saying? You know, we grew up and we were told that it was wrong, it was evil, and it was ungodly. But when you really think about it, like, who is it hurting? Am I hurting myself? You know what I'm saying? With pleasing myself. You know, smoking cigarettes and drugs and alcohol, those addictions can kill you. Overeating, you know what I'm saying? Gluttony can kill you. You know what I'm saying? But what's really wrong? Does God see masturbation as something evil and against, you know, the Holy Bible? Like, what's really wrong with it?
Yeah. All right. Listen, thank you guys so much for joining Conscious Culture episode 12. This is supposed to be the fun part of the spirituality and consciousness thing, because I know we get really serious. It also gives you an opportunity to see the kind of conversations we have in the private community safe space. And let me tell you this, that there's a link that's going to be put in the comments when we roll this commercial. It's a Linktree link, and that link will lead you to a 7-day free trial membership where you'll be able to get inside of Safe Space and Private Community and see what we got going on in there. Tomorrow, we'll be doing a private live Thursday at 8:30 p.m. where it's really, I haven't done a subject in a long time because I like to open forum and we just talk just like this, right? Then on Saturday morning at 8:30, we do a Pentecostal style prayer. And then you're able to DM me. Now listen, Thomas is a good looking guy. Is Thomas not a good looking guy, everybody?
Don't obviate.
He's a good looking guy. And you know what? If you want to holler at Thomas, you don't got to go try to find him in Instagram. You ain't got to go search him down in TikTok. All you got to do is click that link, 7-day free trial, search Thomas Nathaniel Bristow the Third, and be like,
not the whole governmental.
Hit me out.
Hey, what's up? How you doing? I mean, you can holler at Thomas. Now, let me say this. My sister won't join Safe Space because she don't believe in my teaching. She say I'm too far out there, according to our mother.
Oh, I never said these such things.
I think you did.
I didn't. I will tell you to your face.
We will tell you to your face.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Do not hold back.
If you want to holler at her, holler at me inside a Safe Space. I will give you her whole number. 336 da. I will give you her number. Matter of fact, I won't answer. I will three-way you so she will answer. She'll be me calling. It'll be me and you. Glory to God. See, I'm trying to bless you. You don't want to be blessed.
Your mother is watching, VH. Your mother is watching.
Listen, but guess what? If mom is watching, Ma, you know what I was like, was good with the money I bought you that Louis bag? If I get you for the Safe Space, I can get you another Louis bag, mama.
Oh my goodness.
So if you want to holler at these dudes, now me, I get nervous really easy. Don't say nothing to me, please, because I'm gonna have an anxiety attack. I'm not a part of that life.
How you gonna pimp us out, but they can't holler at you?
No,
right. You single and available. Yes, he is, everybody. America. You are single and available. Okay. If you wanna holler at VH, DM me, okay? I got you.
See what Thomas See, I'm sick of your mess, Thomas. All right.
No disrespectful. I don't feel the love, VH.
All right, y'all. All right. BB, let's go to commercial. We'll be right back. I would love for you to join our email community. In the description box of this video is a link. You click it, put your name and email address in the information, press submit, and you are going to be a part of our email community. But guess what? You got to check your spam box because there's a double opt-in. So you got to confirm that you truly meant to sign up. Would you like to be notified every time we go live? There's a simple way to do that. Join our free text club. All you got to do is text V Terrell Hill to this number, 833-458-3658. You just text it. Text V Terrell Hill to 458-3658. All right, this is the last announcement, and then we're going back to the content. I am gifted to help people become their best self, and I want to offer you a free consultation. There has never been one person that has had a free consultation with me that did not leave better than when they came, all right? All of that information I just went over is in the description box connected to this video. All right, let's get back to the content. Welcome to Conscious Culture, episode 12. It's a podcast style, panel style show that we do every second and fourth Wednesday of the month, where we talk about all things culture from a consciousness perspective. If you're just coming on, we talked about P. Diddy, specifically Meek Mill and Usher, and how late is too late to tell your story, especially if you're a victim. You rewind back and watch that. And then we had a very hearty, healthy, but hearty, vulnerable, honest, truthful discussion on addictions and how certain addictions cause us guilt while others don't, and discovering what might that be that causes that imbalance in guilt. All right. If you are enjoying this show, then I want you to make sure you like, share, subscribe, and or comment and let us know that you're enjoying this. This is us opening up our private community to the public space and letting you know what's inside the safe space community. Now we're going to go a little bit more serious and talk about Wendy Williams. Now I will say this, Evangela, for those of you guys don't know, Evangela is my big sister. She's about 1 year and 8 months older than I. And because we normally have about 3 or 4 panelists on, but when we realized that it was just going to be Thomas and I, producer BB said, well, call your sister. And my sister was in the bed 7 minutes before the show started. She hopped on the laptop. So, and I'm actually
here.
Yeah, because I didn't even think that it was going to be a family reunion with the 3 of us, because Thomas is a friend, a brother. Thomas is my brother. Yeah. So, and if it's not my brother, then that means that Thomas is Vanjie's. You know what we need to do? It's going to be wild, but Vanjie, you and I need to go to New York.
Hey.
Oh, it's going to be lit. Okay, I'm just letting you know. It's going to be lit.
Wow.
Live. Word.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Come on, Vanjie. Yeah.
Y'all making me nervous. Not that wild. Y'all too far out. Both y'all too far out. I remember when Thomas visited in May 2023, and I was out all types of night doing kind of stuff, and I couldn't. So I left Thomas where he was at, and I went to go get some chicken wings at the local restaurant around the corner. Thomas was like, where are you at? I'm like, 2 blocks out of eating wings, but no, we need to do that for old time's sake, because that's just what we need to do. All right.
Thank you so much, man.
Wendy Williams. All right. For those guys just coming on, we do 10-minute clock per subject. So I'm going to read the intro to our segment 2. I'll put a 10-minute clock up, and what we don't discuss in 10 minutes, we will not be discussing. All right. Hey, Falana, how are you? Recent developments reveal Wendy Williams is under court-ordered conservatorship, distancing herself from her family. How do you feel about court-mandated caretakers versus family involvement in matters of personal care? Share your perspectives in the comments. So let me update, especially you, Vance, because you didn't have time to study up on this. In short, New York put a conservatorship over Wendy Williams' money because they felt like she was being used and abused. The courts mandate who the person is, and that person has 100% control over this person's life, and they're supposed to care for the person. In this recent documentary, it's looking like Wendy is not being taken care of, and the family don't know what's going on. All right. So the question is, again, how do you feel about court mandated caretakers versus family involvement in matters of personal care? All right, Vance, you're up top. You got the hot seat. 10-minute clock is on.
I mean, that's 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. Britney Spears is under courtship, whatever.
Conservatorship.
Yeah, by her family, and so it's 6 in one hand, half a dozen in another. I saw the Wendy Williams. Well, I see all the posts on it. I don't want to watch it. I've never been a Wendy Williams fan, never ever. So it's not really something I want to go watch. Especially when I did see some clips where she's like really down and out. I do know, from Instagram and things like that, where I see where the family saying she was thriving when she was down in Florida, and then the show made her come back to New York. I thought it was Wells Fargo that put
It was Wells Fargo.
Yeah, Wells Fargo submitted for the courts. Mm-hmm. Hold on, yeah.
Right, got you. Evidently her son was spending money, maybe more. I don't know about that part, but I guess it really honestly truly depends on who it is. If it's really, sometimes it may actually be for the best interest of the person. Mm-hmm. I don't know as far as Wendy's part is concerned. So I'm gonna bow out of this conversation because I really do not know.
A minute and 20 seconds to say you're gonna bow out.
I am. I did. Fair. Because I don't know a whole lot about it. I just know that whether it's somebody from the state or it could be somebody from the family, either way, if that whoever they put, if they're not actually caring for that person, then it can go bad.
Let me ask you this real quick. You win $500 million, and then for whatever reason you lose your mind.
Yeah.
Wells Fargo reaches out to the courts and say, we need a conservatorship. Would you have, you've lost your mind. Would you have rather the family be involved, or would you rather someone appoint like Callie, for example?
My big brother, preferably, because I will still have some money when my mind come back.
Not him, because no. Not him.
I'll still have $500 million.
Not him. No.
But no, in our situation, my family, because you
trust your family.
I spend money like I spend money. So like,
got you. Okay.
My family. So and that's what my answer is for that.
Gotcha. All right, Thomas, what you got, brethren? What do you feel about conservatorship versus families handling these kind of Wendy Williams things?
So I watched the docuseries.
Okay.
Me and Wendy have a love and hate relationship. She, you know what I'm saying, she was the queen of gossip, you know what I mean? And she talked about a lot of people and put, people under the bus and when I was watching the documentary, it was evident that her family really wanted to take care of her. Her son was taking care of her in Florida, and she was doing well. She was thriving, but when the court ordered her to move back to New York, and this whole conservatorship, court ordered a conservatorship, that's when everything went downhill.
Gotcha.
And Wendy's addiction got worse, and she's her physical ailments got worse as well. And
so how do you feel about conservatorship?
I feel that her family should take care of her, because her family loves her. You know what I'm saying? And some stranger taking care of her over her affairs, it's just not. It's not kosher to me.
Well, the thing is, we don't even know if it's a stranger or not, because I believe the documents are closed. So they're talking to some kind of. They're like talking to a.
But it's not her family. It's not her family.
How do you know?
Because I watched the documentary.
So they're saying it's not the family?
Yes. Wendy has been like on hiatus.
I'm saying, are they literally saying whoever's over the conservatorship is not family? Are they assuming it's not family?
No, it is not family. They're saying that it's not family because when I was watching the docuseries, Wendy really wasn't in communication with her family because of her shame of her addiction.
But my thing is, I just want to make sure it's clear, because I feel stuck on this. How do they know it's not family is the question. Does anybody know, seeing the court documents, that it's not family?
Okay, so she was living with her son in Florida.
Hold on, she's a woman named Susan. Erica, is that the gospel of Jesus Christ?
It's not her family. It's not her family.
Okay.
So she was living with her son, and then when Wells Fargo Bank locked her account, they took her to court, and it was the court that appointed the court ordered conservatorship, and during these court proceedings, her family was shut out. They were trying to get to Wendy.
Got it.
But the courts wouldn't allow.
So that's question, because I wonder what data is the courts using. If BBRCC put some of those older comments, because we were talking, I want to read them. But I wonder what data the courts are using to determine who is who. H.L. Logan says the disturbing part to me is Wendy was doing great in Florida with her family, period. But the court then mandated that she come back to New York. I feel that the court is setting her up to be killed.
Actually, I was watching some YouTube videos. Radar reported that the judges and the whole conservatorship were in cahoots to get money from Wendy.
I mean, but that's the YouTube streets again, though. I don't trust the YouTube streets.
Yeah,
I can't stand the YouTube streets.
Yeah.
Erica says the whole system needs an overhaul, and now we find out her guardian is being sued by another man.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. God. She's a Caucasian woman named Susan. Hold on. Is it the what was the executive producer name? Was that Susan?
It was Will Selby is her manager, and her publicist was.
I'm talking about on the show. What was the white lady's name that was on the show?
Oh, I think her name was Susan too.
He's right. Wendy's niece said it's on The View. Okay, gotcha. So, yes. But what was it named Susan or Suzette? Who would?
I think her name was Susan.
Okay,
but I don't think she's the one that's being sued.
Gotcha. I think the New York court system said, okay. They know that's what that's what the end of her addiction. And then Erica said it's not the old producer. Gotcha. Okay. My thing is, I guess if I'm out of my mind, why do I care? Hold on, let's laugh at that. I mean, I just don't know. Like, I think, honestly speaking,
Wendy lost her mother. She got divorced. She lost her show. Her son went off to college, but her son has been fighting to take care of his mother.
But here's the deal, though. Here's the deal. Mm-hmm. I think now, y'all don't shoot me. Sabrina Morrissey is the guardian. Suzanne Bassett. All right, thank you. I think that when you start pulling people outside of the family, that's speaking of a broken system that's been broken a long time. So let me keep it a buck.
And I don't understand why the court said that her family can't take care of her. That's wrong.
That's what I'm saying. I think it was the show. Like, I think her show, they were trying to get her back because they can't. They're not eating, so they're trying to get her back. They're more worried about making money off of Wendy than actual Wendy, and I think that was part of it.
That's my point I'm about to bring out. Whatever is wrong now has been festering and wrong for a long time. So it's not like the courts can just be big old bad and Wells Fargo can be big old bad by themselves. Wendy clearly has had, in my opinion, a life of chaos around her where her family has not had that much dealing, where the courts can look at it all and be like, okay, we're going to choose this random person over here. So my thing is,
who has all the money, who went and took it to the court, how much money they have, it could be benefiting them.
But think about it, though. Prime example, I'm in a place where I got to fall back on family. Before I even get that far, family's already helping me. So my thing is, before I got that far where somebody could cross over, get a hold of the judge.
She didn't want, this is from the little clips I see. Her problem with her family is they didn't want her drinking because drinking was part of her problem. Her problem.
Yeah.
So basically, what you're saying is Wendy's fault. All right, thank you very much.
No, not Wendy's fault.
Say that.
With the root, I don't want to get into the conjecture. I'm trying to get to the root of the problem.
But as far as the family, like when you saying the family helping in, well, the families help. And once again, I didn't watch the docuseries. I was just watching clips from it. Mm-hmm. They didn't want her drinking, so when they were around her, they were trying to keep her from drinking because drinking evidently is what cause a lot of her health issues.
Well, what I understand that this dementia could very well be caused by the alcohol. They can't prove it or not. But I also heard that if that's the case, it can be fixed if she stops drinking. Phoebe says, I also heard that her sister took millions of dollars from her, and maybe that's why they are protecting her. Because I think there's a snake in the grass somewhere. She has gone through the same stuff as us all, says Cruella DeVille. That is hilarious. She has not dealt with the normal issues of life, dealing with life on life's terms. It is her fault that she is where she is. She needs to take responsibility. I don't know. I'm a Wendy Williams fan, but the more I think about that, it's giving Wendy created chaos that now Wendy's having to pay for. Research New York guardianship laws. They can do it to you with no reason. Wowzers. Yes, it is her fault, period. What is wrong with you people giving her a pass? Well, Cruella, don't be so strong.
Wow, Cruella.
Mighty.
He's not a Wendy fan.
Cruella. My word.
Animation's got away or something.
God almighty. Somebody fight her dogs.
no, but they were saying that. You know, that Wendy is receiving her karma. You know, she you know,
I did see a lot of that too.
She was the queen of gossip, and she talked about a lot of people and hurt a lot of people by you know talking bad of people.
I don't know, but I mean, I kind of not as far as deep as Cruella went, but some of the stuff she's dealing with, minus the money, we all could be dealing with right now.
Right. And actually, I was watching the docuseries, and Wendy said out of her own mouth, I wrote it down. Hold on.
Get your notes, Rev.
Hold on, I wrote it down. I sure did. I said, okay, Wendy is taking full responsibility. She said, this year has been a year from hell in a good way. This is not my fault, but this is a circumstance that I've created for myself out of a bad circumstance. I'm in my new bachelor pad. And this is when she was talking about, you know, she's not with Kevin anymore.
I got a question for you. Was her eyes poking out when she said that?
Oh, Jesus.
She suffers from Graves' disease. She also suffers from what they call
and not you taking me serious, Thomas. It was a joke.
Oh,
that's funny. All right.
I tell you, I did my research. I did my homework. I wanted to be prepared today. Okay.
Right. No, and
production. Y'all see that production? I was trying to be prepared.
Right. Because BB did sit a strong rebuke through the house last week. All right. Philana says that's why they wanted her back in NYC. I bet Florida's are different. Interesting. All right. Cruella says, I remember her growing up. I am 41 and she could be my mother. I always thought she was rude. If you followed her on the back end, she was very nasty to her staff and quite rude and privileged. Now, let me say something about what Cruella said. Wendy on the radio was 5 times worse than Wendy ever was on TV. You want the real Wendy? Go to Radio Wendy.
Yeah, I remember when Whitney when her and Whitney was
and Diddy and all the rest. I'll say
and
this,
that's what put her on the map. Was
right.
That
I'll say this. I don't think it was the gossip, y'all. I think it's the person. I think that Wendy Williams was a dysfunctional, negative person that so happened to be a gossip queen. I think there's a way that you can do both at the same time. You could be the queen of gossip, the queen of day talk radio gossip, but not be a negative, nasty person at the same time. If Wendy is sowing anything, I think she's sowing it from her personal life more than she's ever. Because think about it, we gossip just as much as Wendy do. We just do it privately. She was just on a public platform. You see what I'm saying? So if gossip is the thing that I have you with Graves' disease and dementia, we'd all be bumping into walls. So I don't think it's that. Sorry.
I mean, during the documentary, Wendy, they shared her.
Hold on, time out. Philana. I'm going to block you, Philana. I'm going to block you.
What is the birds chirping?
You know, if you don't know what that means, she know what that means. And
all sounds familiar, huh? I'm confused.
Tell us about it, Falana.
Okay, but let me tell you about Wendy. Okay, so Wendy.
Hold on. Let me read this comment real quick. Thomas, just because you got all the notes don't mean you got to go over them today, okay? Breathe. You're over. The clock has already been, Thomas. I also heard that her sister took millions of dollars from her, and maybe that's why they are protecting her. Interesting. Sabrina Morse is the guardian, Suzette. Okay, so
somebody just copying whoever.
Yeah, somebody's cutting up, y'all, because those are already old comments. All right, we're already an hour in. We're gonna get up out of here. Here is my final thoughts. And then I'll let you go, Evangeline, and then Thomas, you can close us out. Number one, we need to be more. I understand this is sensationalism of the Diddy story and every other SA sexual abuse story that we might hear about from our favorite vlogger or gossiper or social media site. But we cannot lose sight in the fact that these are real lives we're talking about. Point blank, period. And I think that the fact that we even have to have a conversation on whether Usher should have spoke out 10 years ago, today, or tomorrow lets us know the state we're in our culture. The same thing with Meek Mills. Gay is such a bad thing. He's going on a rant that nobody really asked for. Meek, we don't care. Matter of fact, I feel sorry for the man you slept with if you did sleep, because nobody. What, Meek? What? You're not him. Calm down, buddy. You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious. Your knees are knocked. It ain't good, Meek. It ain't good. All right, hold on. Excuse me. Let me stay focused. Next, addictions. I hope if you watch the addiction segment, you got set free to be honest about who you are, what you are, why you are, and where you are. What these panelists displayed to you today is that just because you are addicted to something does not mean you're bad. It does not mean you're down and out or dark. You are going through something. Give yourself grace. And lastly, Wendy Williams, what you sow, you reap. And I believe what Wendy has sold more than anything is negativity and chaos in her personal life. And now it's spilling over into the public. Evangela, what's your last word thoughts?
So Meek Mills, P. Diddy, Usher. That's this sexual assault. It's always layers to it, and in the Black community, I watch true crime, so like, I watch true crime stuff all the time, and a lot of that, what you see is they were scared to tell. I have 6 boys. 4 still live in the house, but I've always told my boys, listen, never ever let anyone tell you that if you tell me that they did something to you, that I'm gonna be mad at you, that you're gonna get in trouble, because then you get things like this years, 20, 25 years later, when now someone's ready to tell their story, and then it took them that long to tell their story because, well, this is gossip, but I probably wouldn't tell nothing on P. Diddy no way, because he'd be killing people. But that's gossip. That ain't proof.
Right.
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 But in the Black community, that is one of the things we either don't tell because we're scared. We don't tell because people are gonna look at us, whether we're gay or homosexual or whatever you want to call it. They're gonna look at us a certain way. So I hate that it took this gentleman this long. And I honestly hope Usher wasn't groomed, but that's his story to tell if he's got that story to tell.
Correct.
Addiction, listen, come clean with your addictions. Know that your addiction, whether you keep doing them, you don't do them, you seek help for them. The first step to overcoming your addiction is to be honest about your addiction.
Absolutely.
Oh, and by the way, I'm addicted to soda pops. And Wendy Williams, I'm about to agree with you. Um, it's stuff in her personal life, not just her show. It is stuff how she acted, how she did people. There's something going on personal that we might not know about, which caused some of these issues. And I'm gonna be honest, until this documentary came out, this docu-series came out, I forgot Wendy Williams existed. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I have never been a fan of Wendy Williams, so I'm just gonna be. I don't, and that's my culture conscious episode 12 truths.
There it is. I love it. Thomas, what you got, man?
I love it. Well, regard with P. Diddy and Meek Mill and Usher, I think it's important that that victims of SA speak up. But I think we need to start having more conversations about SA when it comes to young Black men and boys. Mm-hmm. I feel like we need to create a safe space where they can express themselves and tell their truth. You know what I'm saying? I think they wait so long to speak up because they don't feel safe. They feel like they're going to be judged or nobody's going to believe them. So with Wendy Williams, I'm just praying for her that she gets the help that she needs.
Yes.
And I pray that that her family is able to to take care of her. I read that the court ordered conservatorship in New York. They do a review every year. So Wendy's brother Tommy was on Entertainment Tonight, and he stated that Wendy's family is there for her, and we're going to be there at the review for the for the next review for the conservatorship. So I hope that she gets connected with her family, and she needs to sit down somewhere and rest and get better, and look at the people that are around you. You know what I'm saying? They are not your friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's my piece.
I love. Well,
I wish I wouldn't have banned and removed Jesse before I got to say something, but I guess this is safe space, so I guess it's okay. Never mind.
Yes, please, because I saw you gearing up, and ain't nobody.
Who is Jesse?
You were talking. You knew. You're not. You either. You didn't need to see that because y'all were going to embarrass the whole. Listen, we did good a whole hour and 7 minutes, and both of y'all would have embarrassed the brand in 2. We're good.
Who the hell is Jesse?
Yeah, we're good.
You missed it. You missed it. It's okay, Thomas.
Both of y'all too sassy for me. No, sir. Because Thomas would have been cussing in soprano, Vanjie, you'd have been cussing in tenor, and I'd have just been trying to get y'all to stop the alto, and we'd have been made a harmonious mess. Thank you so much, Erica. I'm glad. Hey, if you guys listen, all right. The point of this show is to lighting the load a little bit. A lot of times we come on here and we talk, all things conscious and spirituality. It can be a little heavy, but conscious culture, so we can let our hair down a little bit, enjoy each other as a family in the public space. Secondly, it is to give you a peek of what the private community looks like. You should join. There's a Linktree link that I'm going to put up in the comments right now. Click that link. That is the way that you can sow into Safe Space. That is the way that you can get a free consultation from me. That is the way that you can join this private community for 7 days free. And you'll be able to see our private live at 8:30 p.m. tomorrow, our private prayer session at 8:30 a.m. on Saturday morning. And then you'll be able to DM me directly and have the conversation. You'll also get 50% off of all of your consultations. All right. So that is Safe Space. Thank you very much, Falana. We missed you today, but I know you're busy doing all the dues. Thank you, Evangela. For those of you guys that don't know, Evangela is my oldest sister, my only and oldest sister. We were raised like twins growing up, and so I called her 7 minutes before 8:30. She hopped out the bed, put her headset on. Her earrings didn't make it, but she did. So
got dressed, put a headset on.
Hopped out the bed, got dressed. But you were a valuable part of the conversation, Evangelist.
Yes, man, I enjoy it.
Thomas is a original member of the Conscious Culture team. Thank you, Thomas, for always being you. We love your Sally Jesse Raphael glasses. We love it. For those of you guys, we'll be dropping at 7:30 on Monday. It's going to be a day in the life of. So I do 2 forms of content on Mondays. It's either going to be a next question or a day in the life of, and this coming up Monday is day in the life of. I'm gonna give you a peek behind the scenes of today. It's the day I'm recording. It's been crazy. All right. So look for that 7:30. And then on Wednesday at 8:30 next Wednesday, I'm coming back with a teaching. I believe the Conscious Culture crew will come on after the teaching and talk like we've been doing it. We're getting back to our regular schedule programming. All right. All of what I just said, you can click that link tree, click the link, and be a part of the Safe Space community. Until the next time. All right, Evangeline Thomas, stay on. BB, get us on out of here, brethren. I hope you enjoyed today's show. I really, really, really want to connect with you, all right? I would love for you to join our email community. In the description box of this video is a link. You click it, put your name and email address in the information, press submit, and you are going to be a part of our email community. But guess what? You got to check your spam box because there's a double opt-in. So you got to confirm that you truly meant to sign up. So as soon as you sign up, about 3 minutes after, check your spam box and let these people know this ain't spam. Would you like to be notified every time we go live? There's a simple way to do that. Join our free text club. All you got to do is text V Terrell Hill to this number, 833-458-3658. You just text it. Text V Terrell Hill to 833-458-3658. I am gifted to help people become their best self, and I want to offer you a free consultation. There has never been one person that has had a free consultation with me that did not leave better than when they came, all right? All of that information I just went over is in the description box connected to this video.